It's another great opportunity. I want to share with you my progress using the 17K strategy. Like we promised the community that every month we'll be sharing our progress using the 17K strategy. So the purpose of sharing the progress of the strategy is so that you understand the difference between investing 510,000 direct by throwing a chunk of money into an investment and investing the money by breaking it into intervals or subsequent investment by installment. So this is the purpose why we share this progress. So thank you very much for sticking around and don't go anywhere. So before we kick off, for those of you who have been following the page and liking our contents and sharing them and always leaving a comment, we appreciate you a lot and thank you for sticking around. So like I've explained previously in our videos, the 17K strategy is a practice whereby we are spending 17,000 Naira daily to invest into a particular stock of choice. We have chose this type of practice because we have come to understand also the disadvantage of throwing a whole lot of money into a stock at once instead of dividing it into installments and investing your money in interval. So yes, because of this practice, we have been able to gain more insight into what we already know, which is when you invest your money in installments, that practice gives you the hedge to gain wealth or to accumulate profit over the period of investing in interval, because the market is not promised. The market cannot be timed. The market is neither here nor there. Today it could be down, tomorrow it could be up, and for a while it could be consolidating. So to avoid all of this, we are practicing investing the money in installment. That is the ground or basic idea behind the 17K strategy. Yeah, so to the left of the screen right now, we are showing you the history of how this money have been invested into this stock daily for the past 3 months. You can see it for yourself. The history is there. You can maybe pause it and check and scroll for yourself. You'll find out that we have been consistent, and this is why we share this video once a month with you. It's amazing. You know, you can't fail using the dollar cost averaging method, provided that you've already done your homework and you know exactly where you're putting your money into. If you have been following up with the market, you'll notice that over the past few weeks, the market have been on the red side. This is because specifically the news, what is going on, or the menace of the war and the news surrounding all of it has affected the markets drastically, and it has largely been on the red side. So I know last month when we shared our update, if I remember very well, that we were over $90 in profit. But at this point, as we speak, you will see that, yes, this is how much is in the portfolio, and this is how much we are in profit. You see, so give or take, we are still in profit, but because the market has lost over 10 to 15%, you know, for the past few weeks, that is the reason why our portfolio is affected. We do not like to over-exacerbate the importance of the 17K strategy, but it's a strategy that speaks for itself. So if I were to invest my 1.5 million into Treasury bill for the period of 12 months, I'll get 18% return on the investment, which is around 270,000 Naira, right? But if I were to invest that same money for only 6 months into that same Treasury bill, I'm going to get maybe around 135,000, right? Now, the reason why the investment I said for the 6 months period and the one for the 12 months period is different is because the shorter the period that you want to leave your money in the Treasury bill, or the period that you want to buy it for, the shorter the period, they divide that period by the 18% and then times whatever the amount is. That is how you get your return. So the shorter the period, they continue dividing the 18% per annum. But if you were to invest your 1.5 million for the 12 months straight, you get your 18.5% in full. So if I were to invest 1.5 and get 18%, which is 217K a year, or invest that 1.5 for 6 months and get maybe 135,000 for 6 months, compare it to investing this same 1.5 million using this practice. By this month, which is the 3rd month into this practice, we have invested so far at least over 1.5 million. And because of how the market has fluctuated, now we are like $66 in profit. That is because the effect of the war and the bad news has affected the market. So the portfolio is just, a bit shaky. But if this same $66, which is like around 103,000 naira, if this were to be the fate of this same portfolio in the next 3 months, which is 6 months, that would be over 200K for 6 months, which is more than the 130 something thousand that I would have been making if I invested 1.5 million into Treasury bill for 6 months. Once you have done your own research, you find a stock that is deliverable, because you have to be sure that the stock is deliverable, because I don't want it to come off as though I'm giving up financial advice, you see. So that is why I really don't find it, convenient to leave stock picks, but I can give you options or directions to where you can do your own research, and make sure that you're grounded in some certain knowledge that you need as, an upcoming investor who wants to really use the 17K strategy to make real wealth. By any chance, I have not, said that you should leave what is working for you and begin practicing the 17K strategy. But I'm just saying this, that the 17K strategy is one of the strategies or one of the options that you can add to what is already working for you and you will not regret. We should be able to, at some point, provide you with materials that you can use to make sure that you have the basic knowledge on how you can practice it by yourself. And with consistency, you will find out for yourself that we are actually making honey without bees with this strategy. If you have been following up the page, thank you very much. I really appreciate you. Leave a comment, like our videos, and turn on your notification. Also, what I love the most about the fact that we get new subscribers is that now we are obligated, you see, to continue doing in-depth research so that the people whom I encourage continue pulling and fetching insights from what we share with them. We really appreciate you, and we're going to see you in our next video. Thank you.